Hello everybody. In this video, I will teach you how to get the Lullaby rod and how to unrestrict it. So, what you're first going to want to do is join fish. Take out your Travis whistle and go to Abyssal Zenith. Once at Abyssal Zenith, you're going to want to come to the submarine shipwright and spawn in your submarine. Just to show you can use any submarine for this, I'm going to spawn in the basic one. Once in your submarine, just follow down here to get till you get to the just keep following down this way until you get to the anglerfish part. So you get to the anglerfish part, and then what you're gonna want to do once you get there, I'll show you. It may take you a second to get there. Okay, once you get to here, you need to come all the way over here. And if you get caught, that's fine. That's kind of what you want to happen. That way it teleports you back here. So make sure no anglerfish is coming. Go across. So what you want to do is go into the right there. Once you get there, just swim up and look for an island. So right there. Now you'll be in Hawaii. You want to find the NPC Simon, which he's right here, and you're gonna want to talk to him. The first quest will be called Introduction to Snow. Now, to complete the first one, you need to catch a forgotten celestial koi, which what you'll need to do for that is you'll need to get the Thalasser's Ruin Rod, as it gives you a chance of getting forgotten. I recommend Herculean and Cargenic. That's just what I recommend. And then to get there, you're gonna wanna go to Atlantis. Now for Celestial Koi, you're gonna catch him at Atlantis in the... let me look. Go to Grand Reef, come to Atlantis. It's gonna be the trial with like the sunken part. It's gonna be the sunken trial, so look for like the green glow. This. It's gonna be right next to the merchant. You're gonna wanna follow the merchant in this way. If you don't have this unlocked, I will make a video about that later. And you're just gonna wanna fish in this pool until you get the celestial koi. Hey, you just fish here until you get it, and it has to be forgotten. Now, once you've caught that, use magic mirror if you have it. You're gonna want to take it, don't sell it. You're gonna want to spawn your boat and head right over to Sunstone Island. There's a specific island you have to be at. You're gonna want to come over to this island where it's like the... it's like the mahi-mahi thing and trumpet fish. You're gonna want to make it starfall at night. The starfall has to be there. And if you want the coordinates, it's gonna be this. So it's around right here. About right here. You're gonna take it to here. Here's the coordinates right here. and you're gonna make it starful. It has to be starful, otherwise it won't work. And just hold it out. And then that's the first part of the quest. That's the first quest done. For the next part, gonna wanna have to head back to Hawaii. So just come back over here. You do have to have Mariana's Veil unlocked, just up to the Abyssal Zenith bar. Now, I'm just gonna cut to when I'm at Hawaii, and then I'll show you guys what to do then. Again, once you get to this part, follow him into the hole. Now, once you're back at Hawaii, you're gonna want to talk to Simon again. Now, this part's a little tricky, alright? He's not here for me because I completed all the quests. But you're gonna want to talk to him, and he's gonna give you a quest called Forest. What you're gonna want to do is head to Ancient Isle, and if you have meteor totems, use it. So, a meteor totem. If you have a meteor totem, use it. What you're gonna be looking for is a moonstone. So I have 2 moonstones, but you're gonna want to get a moonstone. It's the rarest drop you can get from a meteor, but you'll eventually get it. You can also get it from the daily shop with a low chance. Once you have a moonstone, head back to Moosewood, and you want to come here and appraise it until it gets lunar. So, just keep appraising until it gets lunar. So, after you get the lunar moonstone, you're going to want to head to the depths. So, if you didn't know how to get to the depths, originally, let me show you now. You're going to want to try and find something that looks like this. It's called a strange whirlpool. It'll say a strange whirlpool has opened somewhere in the map or something like that. You're going to want to just jump straight into it. Don't do this on any other whirlpool, otherwise it'll kill you. It'll take you straight to Vertigo. Once in Vertigo, you're going to want to head down here, and you're going to want to fish until you have all the bestiary. Once you have all the bestiary and the depths key, which is part of the bestiary, you give it to the NPC right here and he'll unlock it, kind of like that. Once you're here, you're going to want to do the parkour, but if you don't want to do that, maybe the velocity coil, just jump over it all. Now in here, this is going to be a little tough, but it didn't take me too long. You're going to want to wait until a darkness event happens, and you're going to try and catch a serene ancient depth serpent. So, an ancient depth serpent, its preferred bait is truffle worm, and its preferred night time is night. So, to get a darkness event, fish with any rod with an abundance, or not an abundance, a disturbance. So, for example, like Luminescent Elf has a disturbance of 2. So, if you keep fishing, eventually one will spawn. And then, to catch it with Serene, you're gonna have to use a specific rod. If you have Polar Serenade, use that. If you have Astrus, use that. If you don't have it, you're gonna want to get yourself Duskwire. Now it's gonna be a little tough, but this is the only available rod right now that gives you Serene, and it's with low chance. If you want to speed it up, make it a little bit quicker, you can do this right here, Absolute Serenade, and what that'll do is it will give you plus 20 chaotic rate, plus 3% serene rate, plus 7% for perfect catches. So you basically have a 10% chance. You just want to fish there. That's for that. That's for the next part. Now, this next part's gonna be a little tricky. If you did a lot of angler quests, you're gonna have bloop whistles. this is going to be your time to use them. You're going to want to summon in a bloop whistle, and you're going to have to catch a translucent baby bloopfish. Now, this isn't as hard as you think. To get translucent, all you have to do is put the ghastly enchantment on any rod, and that'll make any fish you catch translucent. So, do it on one of your good rods. Once you do that, you're going to want to head to... Now, you're going to want to go to Boreal Pines to turn these all in. To get to Boreal Pines, you're going to want to go to the Northern Expedition, which should be in between Sunstone and... No, sorry, Terrapin and Forsaken. Northern Expedition will be in between Terrapin and Northern Expedition. So you're going to go in between Terrapin Island and Forsaken Shores, and you're going to see the Northern Expedition. You keep going out, you're going to find a portal, you want to go into that. Once you're here, you'll see Northern Summit and Boreal Pines. Head to Boreal Pines. Now, once at Boreal Pines, head to the shipwright and just follow where I go from here. Make sure you have your winter coat on, otherwise you might die. What you're going to do is find a cabin. Right there. If you go to the right of there, it's going to be kind of close to the merchant. You'll see this guy. If you look straight up there, that's where you want to go. So this is how you complete the next part of the quest. You're going to want to turn in all the fish you just caught over here. It will have to be a foggy night, and you won't see him at first, but as soon as you take out the fish, he'll be standing right here. And you're just going to want to turn in all the fish that you have into him. No, so actually I was wrong. You do not turn all of them in here. You turn in one of your fishes here. I forgot which one, but if you hold each one of them out, he'll appear and give it to him. Once you do that, you're gonna try and find a dock that has 2 bridges coming out of it. Now it's gonna be somewhere around here. Okay, it's gonna look like this. You'll see a guy fishing on the edge, and there will be 2 docks. You're gonna want to take it out and give it to the ghost right here too. You're gonna want to give it to the ghost right here. Now, after you do that, you're just gonna come all the way, kind of around this rock, and he'll be on the ledge over here. You're gonna want to come over here and give it to the ghost on the ledge somewhere over here. Once you hold it out, he'll appear. And that's about it for the second part of the quest. Once you do that, just head back to Hawaii. I'm not going to make that trip again, so you do it on your own. Then, where you're going to want to go is to above the clouds. So this next part of the quest. Once you're here, you're going to want to use seraphic rod, which you get at level 1000. Use it with Blessed and Overclock to get your best limp. Put on a shiny event with the shiny totem or the sparkling totem. Now what you're going to want to do is perfect catch 7 shiny or sparkling blessed flying fish or harmonic dove in above the clouds. As I said, to make it easy, you can use seraphic rod with either long and glittered or blessed and overclocked. Once you do that, turn it back into Simon, and that's the next part of the quest. Now, for the next part of the quest, take out your traveler's whistle, go to Atlantis. Now, I don't have all of it finished, of course, but you're going to want to do all these layers here. And you're going to want to head to Hades' underworld of Indefinite, which is all the way at the bottom, right here. Once here, you're gonna have to turn in 25 dark wisps and 100 normal wisps to get in here. And make sure you have an extra 25 normal wisps to buy the Styx lantern, which looks like this right here. And I'll make it so you can actually see in here. Once in here, just follow where I go. I'll make it easy for the people who do not have the velocity coil. Basically, you're going to want to hug the right. Just keep hugging the right. And then once you get over here, you'll see that it might lighten up a little bit for you. But you're going to want to talk to the lost soul right here. And as you see, I've already done it. Then once you do that, you're going to want to perfectly catch 12 lost twilight glowfish. And that's at the sunken depths area of Atlantis, back where we got the forgotten celestial koi. So just head back there. You're going to want to use the lost rod. I will make a video on how to get that after this video is published. Now once you finish that, go out of Moosewood and you want to head to Roslet Bay. Why can I not find Roslet? Oh, it's right here. Now once you're at Roslet Bay, once you're at Roslet Bay, God, once you're at Roslet Bay, you're gonna head to the right of it, and you're gonna find there's an oil rig. At the oil rig, you're gonna want to climb up. Yeah. Once you're at the top, you're gonna head inside the very techie building over here. Come to the right, and talk to what's his name, Dr. Crookspine, and and then he's gonna give you a quest to make a time machine. So to make the time machine, you're gonna need 50 sundial totems, purified broken gear, which you get at the Zeus Atlantis layer with the insight enchantment. Iron chunks, you need 35 of those. You get this in the mine shaft. You need to talk to Merlin to enter the chasm, and that's what the mine shaft is. Gold piece 10, that's also in the mine shaft. Frozen Frozen glacial fragment, which is at Snowborough. You can either appraise, use fallen snowblade rod, or the Kairos rod. Now this is going to be a little tough to get, but you'll eventually get it. Celestial radiant crystal, you need one of those. It will be in the mine shaft under the celestial buff from catching 15 fish with celestial rod. Lunar rocket field, you get that at Mushgrove, and I recommend appraising, but you don't have to if you have a rod that gives you lunar, but appraising is much easier. After you do that, deliver the time machine to Simon to complete part 5. For the next part, you're going to want to head to Luminescent Cavern. And once you're at Luminescent Cavern, equip Rod of the Forgotten Fang, which you can craft at Ancient Archive. Now, what you're going to want to do is, this is going to be really hard because you got to catch the secret variant. Make sure you have Crimson Cavern unlocked as well. You're going to want to catch a tidal colossal ethereal dragon. Now, once you do that, I'm going to show you where you turn it in a second once I figure out. Okay, yeah. Once you get there, go back to Moosewood, spawn your boat, and go back to the depths. So again, find yourself a strange whirlpool somewhere. Hello?
Hi.
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Don't go to the depths. Do not go to the depths. Okay,
A little
what
late.
you're going to want to do is spawn at Moosewood, come back over to Sunstone Island, and you want to go past it until you find the buoy. So, should be somewhere over here. If you look in the water, it'll be easier to find. You're going to want to come over this way. Basically into the middle of nowhere. So it's going to be about north of Sunstone. Make sure you have advanced diving gear, and you want to come down here. Just follow where I go. Now, instead of going right, you're going to go left. has to be clear cast for this to work. So use a clear cast totem if you have it. You're gonna want to come up here, and on the pedestal right here, there's gonna be a ghost, called Lullaby. You're gonna give her, and then you're gonna give it to her, and then she's gonna ask you to catch a lucid mythic fish. So you're gonna need the lucid rod and really just fish anywhere in the ocean until you get it. Return to her and pay 12 million to complete this part. Now here comes the hard part, alright? Head back to Simon and get the next quest. So this is gonna be really hard. You're gonna need a perfect catch, one harmonized blue whale or orca, or Moby. To get harmonized, you're gonna need Pinion's aria rod, which you get from the underground music venue talking to the singer on the stage. And now for the next thing, you need to catch one mythical or rainbow cluster ancient kraken. To catch an ancient kraken, you need to have Poseidon's wrath totem, and when a kraken hunt spawns, use it to make it ancient. To get rainbow cluster, you need to use the rainbow cluster rod. It's better to do this during a rainbow event if you have rainbow totems, as it boosts your chance of getting rainbow cluster. It does not have to be a perfect catch for this one, you just have to catch it. Now the next one, it might take you a while, because you need to catch a perfect catch, one albino magician narwhal or albino narwhal. A narwhal spawns every 3 hours. And to get albino, use the Noir rod, or the Noir enchant on any rod you want. I recommend using your best rod. Once you finish that, head back to Simon and turn it in, and pay your 50 million, and boom, you will have your restricted Lullaby rod. Now to unrestricted, you need a perfect catch, 12 hunt fish without missing a single beat on the metronome, and maintain the resistant compulsion buff for 300 seconds. Then you'll have the unrestricted. And that's it for this tutorial.
Yay! GG's!
Leave a comment if you want to see more. And as I always say, see you later, toots.